Hi there, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps, and today I'm going to be demoing our brand new range of stamps. Been launched on the 22nd of August, but today we're going to have a sneak peek and a bit of a demo, a bit of a play with them, so I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be using the gel press brushos. We've got a lovely VersaFine Claire inks and we've got colour books. So sit back and I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. I'm going to use background colour. We're going to use Storm. This is a colour box. This is a water-based ink. So inking up our soft rubber roller and then just transfer that ink straight onto the gel press. So just make sure you've got a nice even coverage on there, and then taking our fan brush, and then we're going to use a little bit of the Sunburst yellow brusho. Just bob that down around about the centre, and we can build our colour around that afterwards. So I'm going to put in a little bit of the orange brusho, and we'll do some violet, and this is one of our blues. I can't remember which of the blue it is, but I think it's a Peruvian. And let's just put a little bit of the cobalt in as well. Okay, so we've got quite a nice sort of yellow purple theme going on there. Taking our multifarious card. This is a fabulous card. It's a matte card, 330 GSM, and it will take a lot of water, which is one of the reasons I use it, because it just doesn't buckle like a lot of other card out there. So just give that a smooth over. Wow. That's fabulous. Now you can see from this, it's very different to some of the other ones that I would do, and that's simply because I've put more brusho on. Okay, so where you see all the cracks, okay, this is where it's slightly drier. So that's why you get two different effects. But I actually really like that. Okay, so moving the gel press over now, we've finished with that. Now it's because it's a water-based ink, it will dry pretty much instantly. Great. Okay, so moving on, we're going to use Zemira, which is our brand new stamp, and then we're going to ink her up in the Nocturne, the VersaFine Claire. Okay, make sure she's completely covered, and then we're just going to bob her down round about here. Give her a good press. She's a big silhouette, so be patient and just let her rest on the card. Put a bit of pressure on. And as I always say, if there's any areas that you've missed, you can always just pick up a small paintbrush and fill that in, or a pen even. Don't discard your card if it just doesn't quite stamp out. Fortunately, that's stamped out absolutely fine. Okay. So moving on, I think we shall use the dragon set. So again, I'm going to pop our little dragon down on there, inking up in our Nocturne Black. And we're just going to pop the dragon just above her hand. Let that rest a while. Perfect. And we'll do our other little dragon as well. I'm going to pop him just above, like so. That's great. Okay. So I need to ground her, so I'm going to tear some paper. Pop that down just above her, the bottom of her dress, and then picking a colour, we'll go with the Twilight Versify, which is like a navy blue. It's a really beautiful colour actually. And I'm just going to sweep that over the edge there. Give it some depth and just use swirly movements over the edge there. And that way you get a nice even finish. There we go. Now if we wanted to create some mountains, we can do that in the background as well. So again, just tear a little bit of the card and we'll get a mountain there in the distance. It's amazing what you can just do with a piece of torn paper. And again, we can just do a little, much lighter version in the background there, so it gives you a sense of depth to the card. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to trim it down so that we've got still a slight white edge. And now let's pick a little bit of the foliage to go around the edge. We can even use our branch stamp here as well, which will give us quite a nice effect. So inking up again in the Twilight. I'm just going to bob a little of this around. Oh, we have the sun out. Sorry guys if you can't see that image because it's suddenly gone quite bright now. Bear with me, I'm sure it'll go in again in a bit. Famous last words. Okay. And then we're going to use some of the ivy. And we shall pick up Shady Lane. And then simply it down like so. Going to do a little bit this side as well. And you can slowly see how the picture starts pulling together. Okay, I'm going to use the dragon words now, the verse. Again, I'm going to ink up in the twilight. I'm going to stamp off first because I don't want it to be too overpowering. Okay. So taking our acetate, which is going to be our moon, I'm going to bob that down like so, and then going back to the twilight and our smoothie. Don't want too much ink on that, and then we're just going to go around the edge, and this will just make these three images stand out. There we go. Finally, I'm going to go around the edge of the card now. This is the twilight, but you can obviously pick any colour you would prefer. I just think it complements the other colours in it really well. You see how that dark edge on the card now just pulls your eye in. That's fab. It's really kind of dark and atmospheric, but we've kept the centre there nice and light. That's where our focal point is. Okay, so I think I'm going to just highlight a slight colour in the moon there, just a bit of a contrast. So what colour shall we go for? Maybe we'll do a little bit of a pink. We only want a touch of this, so ever so slightly. Just literally dabbing. Yeah, and I might just put a little down here. You only need such a small amount. just gives us that real sort of moody feeling. But it's great to experiment with colour. There's nothing like it. Okay, so I think we're going to take one of our pens now. This is our Sakura pens. We want the sparkly one. There it is. And we're going to just go around the edge of the moon. Now, the sun actually will pull that sparkle out on that. Okay, I'm just going to go around the edge, just highlighting the dragons a little. And then moving on to the white Sakura, I'm just going to follow the line on her dress. And just pull that out. And on a few strands of hair. You've got all the lines there, so you can just literally follow that. I'm not colouring all her hair in, I'm just doing some fine highlights, like so. Okay guys, I'm going to finish there. I hope you enjoyed that demo, and I hope you can see that card okay. I certainly don't want to complain about the sun, so let's embrace it and see the sparkle. There we go guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.